everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Adora. If this is your first time here, I do tech and lifestyle videos. Please make sure that you subscribe. If you like this video or if you like me, please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up as well. So let's get right into the business of the day. So recently I ran a poll on Twitter and I was basically asking, if you've been overworked recently as this new working from home thing has started, why do you think this is happening? And I did this because a bunch of people have been complaining a lot recently that working from home, they've been overworked, and they want to go back to the office. This whole working from home thing isn't working for them and that. And I mean, apart from the fact that you can have terrible bosses, I feel like there are also some reasons why people that work from home are getting overworked recently. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing the results from the poll. And I just basically, if you're one of those people that are currently overworked, it would be nice if you can do some soul searching, to figure out if this is one of the problems that you have, but maybe it's not your boss, but then something else, so that you can be like one step closer to figuring out what the problem is and solving it. Because at the end of the day, being overworked is not a pretty thing. Your health is very important, and you don't want to, for whatever reason, be unhealthy or have really high stress levels or be burned out or anything. It's not cool, it's not pretty. We've been there, we don't like it. So I'll be sharing the poll results with you and maybe giving my opinion about some of the things, and let's get right into the video. The first thing on the poll was controlling, and it was just so surprising because I actually thought, controlling managers would be like 90% or something, but that wasn't really the case. So some people said they had controlling managers, and I get that that's a situation, some managers keep working and they want you to work with them because they are working. So, and because everybody's at home now, there's no work and there's no house. So that context switch that the building was actually giving us doesn't exist anymore, because now your work is your home and your home is your work. If you have, maybe controlling bosses, terrible bosses, or that, whatever we want to call them, bosses, I don't know, that's a situation that maybe you want to take on with your office, because I don't want to be in a position to talk about that, but I really hope you figure it out though. The second one would be, you'll be bored if you're not working. And I find that I can relate to that in some way as well. However, man, you don't want to work all through, because you're clearly, you responded to this poll because I basically said, if you've been overworked recently, and if you were working because you just wanted something to do, right, and you were bored, it wasn't overworking you, you wouldn't have answered this poll, but you did. It means you are overworked. And if that's the case, I think you should find something else to do. Maybe, reach out to your friends. Y'all should have virtual hangouts maybe twice a week. Pick up other hobbies, or sometimes just stay away and find time to disconnect with the world, because, man, this isn't good, in my opinion. The third one is very relatable if you are in these parts of the world, like if you're in our motherland. Slow internet delays. You are trying to, maybe you actually wanted to work on a particular repo today, and that repo has like 7 gig, because maybe it's like some kind of legacy repo, and it has like a bunch of like different things or whatever. Imagine if you were supposed to like make like your work task requires you to make some kind of open source contribution, and that repo has gone far in life, and then when you try to clone it, you see that you have like 4, 5, 6, 7 gigs of data that you're going to have to download. And MTN is just, they're like, see, please carry your one and be going. But somehow you're still trying to download the thing, but you don't want to wait for the thing to finish before you get back to the work for the day. So you now like take on another thing. Maybe you start reviewing pull requests while you wait, or you start doing a task on the side, and then time passes, and then maybe after like 4 hours the thing downloads, and guess what, you haven't even done what you said you wanted to do that day, and then you now start doing it. So if you would have worked 8 hours that day, maybe you work 12, because you're like, oh, I want to finish this thing today, and I'm actually just starting it. The other time that I was wasting time was just me passing time. The work I was doing wasn't relevant. And I see how that can be a problem, because slow internet can be a pain. However, for this type of thing, there's one thing for you to have money to buy internet. Some companies have done that, and God bless you for doing that. However, that doesn't really solve the problem, does it? Because you're giving me money to buy internet. I'm going to go and buy SpectraNet, and SpectraNet is too slow. So it doesn't really help. It doesn't really fix my problem. But there was a way to maybe communicate with your leadership, that my internet struggles are serious internet struggles, and they could figure out a way to maybe find an internet connection that would help you do your best work in this time, right? Because at the end of the day, I feel like all these things should matter. Find an internet connection that would help you do your best work, and then maybe make efforts to maybe get that to people on the team that need it, and see if maybe getting faster. It could be maybe changing your ISP. It could be as far as drawing fiber to your house, if that's possible in your location. It could be different options, but then it would just be nice to speak to people that you work with, because at the end of the day, my guess is they would want you to be in that position where you can do amazing work. And if this is one of the things that would help you do amazing work, you can take it up and see, maybe how far it goes. And that. The last thing is that you lost track of time. You might start working. Working. Maybe especially when you're trying to debug now, you have one very nice cockroach sitting at the side of your code and causing wahala for you, and you spend a very long time trying to figure out what this problem is and how this problem even exists, or how this problem even got there in the first place. And before you know it, you've spent 6 hours debugging, and you're like, wow, and the whole time has gone. That's another problem, because you might have had other things that you're supposed to do during the day and stuff like that. And all these things aren't pretty, but we need to remember that our health is very important. You don't want to spend your 20s making a shit ton of money and then spending your 30s fixing yourself, fixing the diseases, fixing the sicknesses that's built up throughout your 20s. So in your 20s, you overwork yourself, you will now get so much money. And in your 30s, the so much money you have gotten, instead of you to be using it to enjoy your best life, you're using it to go and treat sickness. You don't want that. So it's important to maybe take care of yourself, keep your health in check, and I hope that we would be fine and we would all get through this together. If you have any other things that could maybe make you feel burned out during this time, any other things that are making you burnt out in this time, please feel free to leave a comment so that other people can see it and sort of do a reality check and be sure that, is this thing also making me feel burnt out? And if it currently is, and there's a way that I can control it, let me try and do that. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you liked it, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to me, please make sure that you subscribe to me. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.